doing this on behalf of a faculty member afraid to speak for fear of retaliation. I would like the board members to think about their legacy and how Collin County will remember them in the future. I am certain that the trustees believe that the new campuses that are now very costly ghost towns that will one day fill, and as they do, the board members will be seen as visionaries. I'm sure Bob Collins assumes that one day there may be a campus named after him for his long service. President Matkin might imagine a conference center bearing his name, where Jim Moore might picture a trophy case dedicated to his memory. It would be easy for the board members to assume that the public alignments are permanent and that Collin County will always remain in the grip of the political hard right. Then I hope that their extreme actions since Dr. Matkin became president in 2015 will always be looked upon approvingly. Such an assumption would be unwise. Politicians tend to focus on the next election. Historical reputation, however, is a long-term project. Whatever happens in November, however, the inevitable trend in Collin County is that, because of mortality, that the more conservative older voters will be an ever-shrinking percentage of the electorate. As those born since 1980 inevitably become the majority of all voters, the voting population as a whole will be less ideologically uniform, more educated, less white, more religiously diverse, and more likely to have a racially diverse set of friends and workmates. They will have experienced a harder time living under capitalism, and unlike their bigoted elders, will be far more likely to know and be close with members of the LGBTQ+ community. As this board should know, enslavers and segregationists were once honored with monuments and buildings after them. Many of these once honored figures are now disgraced. How will a new generation of Collin County leaders view a board that made this institution the only public college in DFW that doesn't mention the LGBTQ+ population in its anti-discrimination policies? How will it view a president who made racist and anti-Semitic jokes and a board that responded to the bigotry by extending his contract and giving him a raise? How will that generation view administrators who fired professors who called for racist monuments to be removed? What's acceptable or inevitable to one generation is often disgraceful to their heirs. Your legacy is up for grabs. Don't make it a shameful one.